Na 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 na. See what I mean? Yeah. You love it. Oi, Theoden. Yeah, I'm here. It's just me. I'm Theoden. Theoden. Sorry, they probably can't hear. There's a lot of horses, so a lot of noise, ambient. It's fine. I just love a good mustering. Do you know what I mean? Like I love being mustard. Do you know what I mean? Also, really like this yellow sauce. Not this again. Please. Oh well. We'll deal with that later, probably. Usually works itself out, usually. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. Let's muster the Rohirrim, just on a much smaller, more manageable scale. Back in my dimension. Yeah, because this is all a bit intense, really, isn't it? So, all right, bye. Rich from ROK Minis has sent me this Rohan Army. Look at it. It's called Horse Lords in his range, and it's a full printed army. There's a few supports to remove, but apart from that, it just takes all the hassle out of it. I primed these all in black, and I did that off camera because who cares? And today we're going to be trying a new technique. Well, we're not going to be trying it. I'll be trying it. At least now, unless you've seen this before, and then now you're just painting along in real time somehow, even with the edits. Be impressive, wouldn't it? I'm making a priming stick here with double-sided sticky tape, if you're wondering. And this technique I call the Swedish technique, because the two people I know who do it are both Swedish, and that's Michael and Dan from the famous Michael and Dan show. I just made that up. There's not really a show called that. So first off, we're going to be doing a zenithal highlight with some white through the airbrush, and this went okay. There was a few that I was having some issues. I think there's a blockage inside my airbrush. So we're going to fix a little bit of that with a little bit of a dry brush in white, mostly from above. And that sorted that right out, to be fair. But honestly, both Dan and Michael use this technique to its max capability. I just kept seeing them do incredible things with 10mm, and I was like, right, okay, show me the way. What's the deal here? Give me the magic juice. That magic juice sounds quite bad, actually. Could be bad, could be good, either way. I did overdo the white a little bit here, so we're going to go back over with some black, and we're going to go from under and just add a little bit more shadow in. So we want as much shape as we can get, as much contrast as we can have, ready for the next part of this technique, where it all really comes alive. And we're just going across the board here. I didn't get perfect results here because I need to practice with the airbrush, but I did get practice with the airbrush. That's the airbrushing done, but it's now time to move on to a weapon I really do understand. Dry brushes. So technically this is the second round of dry brushing, but after putting the shadows back in, again there's some overshooting and, I don't know, a grainy affect from me just not being very good with the airbrush, to be fair. I don't know, maybe the needle's too small, maybe I'm just too cack-handed, a bit of both probably. But yeah, this solves all of that, but adds like a little bit of detail and maybe, I don't know, a little bit of a feeling of edge highlighting at 10mm, And yeah, the funk soundtrack is necessary, so we're feeling pretty good about ourselves, aren't we? Yeah, we got the first few steps done, yeah? But as you can see with Theoden, there's a major problem here. No colour. So let's sort that out now, yeah? Let's sort it out, yeah? Yeah, me and you, yeah? Let's do it, yeah? Contrast paints. If you don't know what contrast paints are, they're slightly see-through paints, and that's the magic sauce here that I was talking about earlier. I've mixed it with some speed paint medium. And you can get a contrast medium as well. It's just this one was cheaper and it came faster. And yeah, you'll need to fumble in the dark for a paintbrush, and then yeah, start applying that. And I'm using mainly green, but I'm going to leave some not green because I saw Michael do it and I thought it was cool. It gives a bit of variation. You'll see. All right. And yeah, I stole the idea basically, yeah. And I've used a couple of different greens here. I mixed the sort of lime green with the darker green and some straight up lime green. And this is all thinned out, and now we're using red, which is a bit of a strange one, but it does work. You've got to trust the process here, and it's just going to add like a little bit of variation. You know, every now and then you'll see a Rohirrim in a red colour. I think probably, I don't know. Michael did it, so. And a massive shout out here to Dan, who is the one that patiently took me through this process and stopped me from panicking every 10 minutes about all of it. Yeah. Thanks, Dan. Legend. So skipped about 5 steps here, but this is what it looks like with the metals on. And yeah, here's me adding it to Theoden. And I basically used a chainmail mixed with a kind of lighter silver. And then gold is, well, gold. There's a lot of trim here, a lot of tiny little details. So yeah, I decided to put a little bit more detail into the heroes, but it takes a little bit longer because they're small. I'm using a Drakenhof Nightshade here for the metals, and this is a sort of inky blue wash, and that's because I'm going to use an orangey wash, a Crusader skin, over the golds, and they should contrast against each other. That's the theory anyway. I like this. I did this a long time ago on my dwarves, and it seems to work nicely. There they are. Look at them. And the same here on all of the rest of them, including the heroes. I painted one of each tab and the heroes here to demonstrate all the different processes across the board. So yeah, it's quite relaxing really. Yeah, watching it back, you know. I'm watching it back with you, except I'm talking at the same time. I want some crisps, I'm gonna get some crisps.
So that's my example piece is done. So all I need to do right now, it's quite simple actually, is just use my batch painting power. It just works like this. Yeah. Imagine if I'd have actually had to batch paint all of that. Imagine if it took like a week, like long enough to grow an actual different beard.
Do you ever think that the way you think about things is so fundamentally different to how anyone else thinks, that you're always destined to sort of feel broken, and like anything you touch breaks as well? No, me neither. This is the vortex. It's basically a pocket dimension between pocket dimensions, and it's where we usually catch up about all sorts of things. Oh, Rach is here.
Oh, sorry.
Hello. So this month I've just been sort of struggling to exist and also do videos and just do anything at all in any way. But, no, actually, don't have anything else to say. Oh yeah, that's it. Wargames Atlantic have sent me some 10mm orcs. They are plastic and they are injection molded. Also, goblins, I am going to do them. They are coming soon. They are going to be awesome. And if you'd like to buy yourself a lovely little Rohan Army, then you can use my affiliate link here, which will take you to ROK Minis, and it gives you a discount and a little kickback to the channel. So thank you very much, Times. Lovely, lovely Ville. And I've also got an affiliate link for Wargames Atlantic, so if you like any of the things that they do, that also gives you a lovely jubbly discount and a lovely jubbly bit of money to the channel, to me. So thank you, love you. And if you really like what I do here on the channel and you'd like to be part of our growing community of Vortexians, you could check out my Patreon, and there you get access to an exclusive Discord, and every single month I give something away as part of the prize draw. I've given away a wizard's hat, some ruins, something else. Oh, it's a Witch King. And I'm just about to decide what to give away this month. So if you want to go and check out the Patreon, you can find out very soon what that will be. I definitely know what it is. And I'd like to take this very moment in time and space to thank these people. Without you guys, I couldn't do any of this. And a lot of it is just the sort of, we help motivate each other to do the projects that we're doing. Because honestly, some of this stuff, you get halfway through and you think, what am I doing? Full stop. Right, anyway, yeah, I've got to go now because I've got really important things that I'm doing at the minute. Got something going on. It's editing the video, it's doing channel stuff. I've got important things on, so yeah, might see in a bit, to be fair. So
Yeah. Bye.
What? Go hurt something.
So yeah, they're all painted now. Look at that. And yeah, it did take a week, but I think it's worth it. I really like this technique. Sorry. Yeah, so now let's stick them all to bases, painted in brown. This is always a very satisfying part of any paint and build, is getting to glue the strips to the bases. Some people base them before painting, but I always find I can't get to the bits that I want to get to. Here we go, first one on there. Oh, look at that. Lovely that is. Yep. Stuck on there, mate. Keep going, mate. Come on. That's what I wish I could have told myself at the time. I was quite tired at the time. But at least I got to work out in the garden. It's been quite nice here, weather-wise and that. How's it been for you, weather-wise? Oh, sorry, you can't say anything back. Maybe leave a comment, you know. Tell me what the weather's been like. Or don't. It's up to you, really. So good. Yeah, it's a nice and easy, sort of relaxing process, really. The hard bit's done. There we go. Based. Right, so we're going to mix these things together, and we're going to make a sort of dirty brown paste. And that's going to fill in gaps, and it's also simultaneously going to be the glue that sticks all the basing material on it. And we've got leaves, we've got mud, and green bits, greens and browns and reds, basically. And yeah, so first off, we're going to paint it on with a decimated old brush, and we're going to fill the gaps between the tab and the base itself, as much as we can anyway. And if there's anything missing, we can cover them with bits of old rock that we're going to use these cork bark bits for. We're going to paint them to look like rocks later. First, we're going to stick on some green bits. We just sprinkle them on, and it'll stick into the PVA. And then we're going to seal that down with some watered down PVA. And when it dries, it won't be going anywhere other than where you move the base to. It will definitely go there. Same again with Gamling. He's been put on a base that I already used, but it got smashed to pieces, and hopefully he doesn't meet the same fate. And same again with the bits of cork for rocks and the sprinkling of the green. I think Gamling is my favourite so far. I think he's just come out really nice. Look at him. Oh. I also added the tiny red leaves and some yellowy lime green bits, just for a bit of a mix. Same again here with Theoden. I think we need to change up the vibe here, don't we? It's a bit sort of sombre. What have we got down here? Okay, yeah, let's put that in. Okay. Yeah. All right. A bit of easy jazz to take you through to the end here. You know, I started feeling quite relaxed at this point in the process. There's something about basing that's just, it's nice. You know, the painting's done. It's just about sort of finishing it off. And it's quite a messy process. You don't have to be too precise. You know, nature's not precise, so why should we be? I stole that. That's MS Paint's. That's his line. It's a nice line though, isn't it? I did mess up on the arches and glued them in the wrong places, but it's fine because I'm going to put a couple of rocks in the middle, and that actually is quite cool. So there. Why am I saying that? And I left that to dry on a summer's day. And now I'm going to use some wash instead of normal black paint on the rocks. Just want that to absorb in and leave a little bit of brown. And now we're going to use some Mechanicus Standard Grey to put the grey in the day. Although it's a summer's day. I don't know where I was going with that, sorry. And I'm just dry brushing that over all the rocks. And then we'll need a lighter colour, like probably, like that. That'll do, yeah, Wraithbone, that'll do it. And that's the last bit of dry brushing, and that's going to make them really feel like rocks. You could do some extra weathering, but I was just absolutely sick of it at this point. I was sick of it, so I decided not to. Yeah. It's time for tufts, yeah? And 10mm Miniatures sent me these tufts, and he was very generous. Look at these. What is that? What? Look, yes, please. Yeah, and those as well. What is... Bush it. Look. What? Wow. We're going to use these ones though for this particular project. We're going to start with these kind of golden ones. Perfect. Oh, look at that. I'm mainly going to put these on the heroes, I think, and some flowers as well there. And same again on Theoden. I think the reason I'm not going to put them on all of the other bases other than the heroes is because I'm really tired, and I'm going to do it later, okay, after the video, when I've recovered. So sorry about that. I'm not sponsored by Tajima, but he sent me these to try and review in my video, and I think they're fantastic. I did cut some of them down because they're a little big, but that's just standard procedure really, and it just adds a little bit of variation. And nothing makes a miniature feel more complete than having the bases finished. Whew. Take a deep breath. It's time. And here they are, done, finally, in all their glory. I really enjoyed doing this new technique. It's a little bit challenging at first because, well, it's a new thing. And I had a few doubts throughout the process, but I think it speaks for itself. And the Horse Lord's army from ROK Miniatures is fantastic. You get all sorts of different units here. Royal Guard on foot, Royal Guard mounted, foot soldiers, riders and heroes. I think this is a real good start for collecting a Rohan army. I think it's my favourite army so far. I think it's the detail in the sculpts, and it wasn't a massive army, so it wasn't completely overwhelming, but also just the variation in colour is a little bit different. A lot of my other armies are kind of like metals and one other colour, so a little bit challenging and took a bit more time because of it, but ultimately very rewarding. And I can't wait to be completely outnumbered by orcs and charge recklessly into them, shouting death. I also spent a bit of time painting these Rohan houses by Rengaud, and they're free STLs. I'll leave the links in my description. I didn't film the process, but if you'd like me to, I can do another video. Leave that in the comments. Until then, ride now, ride for ruin.